Angie! Angie, you out there?
Wish she was dead. Do you want to watch The Exterminator? You're sitting on my leg. There's nothing on telly. We can have an ice cream. Angie.
Shall I tell you something?
Do you want to watch The Exterminator?
Sex, innit?
I can get into X's.
Shall I tell you something?
We'll go to something else. We'll go to Ipswich. What's on the Odeon?
She won't let me, will she?
Don't tell her.
I've no money.
I'll pay.
She'll moan though, won't she?
I'll ask her for it if you like.
Well, I've no money, don't want you to pay.
I'll ask her.
She don't like you.
I've still got £3 birthday money. Did she say she don't like me? I'll go by myself then.
Your mum don't let you, I gotta take you.
She won't know.
You'd be scared who'd sit next to you.
No, I wouldn't. She does like me anyway. Tell me then.
Tell you what?
It's you she doesn't like.
Well, I don't like her, it's a tough shit.
Angie! Angie, I know you're out there. I'm not coming out after you. You come in here.
Last night when I was in bed, I've been thinking yesterday, could I make things move, you know? Make things move by thinking about them without touching them. Last night I was in bed and suddenly a picture fell down off the wall.
What picture?
My gran, that picture, not the poster. The photograph in the frame.
Had you done something to make it fall down?
I must have done.
Were you thinking about it?
Not about it, but about something.
Oh, I don't think that's very good.
You know the kitten?
Which one?
There only is one, the dead one.
What about it?
I heard it last night.
Where?
Out here in the dark. What if I left you out here in the dark all night?
You couldn't, I'd go home.
You couldn't?
I'd go
no,
home.
No, you couldn't, not if I said.
I could.
Well, then you wouldn't see anything, you'd just be ignorant.
I can see in the daytime.
Oh, you can hear it in the daytime.
I don't want to hear it.
You're scared, that's all.
I'm not scared of anything.
You're scared of blood.
It's not the same kitten anyway. You just heard no cat.
You don't know what I heard or what I saw.
Cat.
You don't know nothing because you're just a baby.
You're sitting on me.
Mind my hair, you silly
Stupid fucking
slag.
cow, I hate you.
I don't care if you do.
You're horrible.
I'm going to kill my mother and you're going to watch.
I'm not playing.
You're scared of blood.
There, see? I got me own blood, so.
Now I'm a cannibal. I might turn into a vampire now.
That picture wasn't nailed up right.
You'll have to do that when I get mine.
I don't have to.
You're scared.
I'll do it. I might do it. I don't have to just 'cause you say. I'll be sick on you.
I don't care if you are sick on me. I don't mind sick. I don't mind blood. If I don't get away from here, I'm gonna die.
I'm going home.
Can't go through the house, she'll see you.
I won't tell her.
Oh, great. Fine.
I'll say I was by myself. I'll tell her you're at my house and I'm going there to get you.
She knows I'm here, stupid.
Then why can't I go through the house?
Because I said not.
My mum don't like you anyway.
Well, I don't want her to like me. She's a slag.
She is not.
She does it with everyone.
She does not.
You don't even know what it is.
Yes, I do.
Tell me then.
I get it all at school, clever clogs. It's on the television. You haven't done it.
How do you know?
'Cause I know you haven't.
Well, you know wrong then, because I have.
Who with?
I'm not telling you.
You
who
haven't
with.
anyway.
How do you know?
Who with?
I'm not telling you.
You said you told me everything.
Well, I was lying, wasn't I?
Who with? You can't tell me who with because you've never...
You there, Angie? Kit, you there, Kitty? You want a cup of tea? I've got some chocolate biscuits. Come on now, put the kettle on. You want a chocky bicky, Angie? Fucking rotten little cow, you can stay there and die. I locked the back door.
When there's a war, where's the safest place?
Nowhere.
New Zealand is, my mum said. Your skin's burned right off. Should we go to New Zealand?
I'm not staying here.
Should we go to New Zealand?
You're not old enough.
You're not old enough.
I'm old enough to get married.
You don't want to get married.
No, but I'm old enough.
I'd find out where they were going to drop it and stand right in the place.
You couldn't find out.
Expect them walking around with your skin dragging on the ground. Would you like walking around with your
You
skin
couldn't find
dragging
out,
on the
stupid. It's a secret.
ground? Where are you going?
I'm not telling you.
Why?
It's a secret.
But you tell me all your secrets.
Not the true secrets.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
I want to go somewhere away from the war.
Just forget the war.
I can't.
You have to. It's so boring.
I remember it at night.
Oh, I'm going to do something else anyway.
What? Angie, come on. Angie.
It's a true secret.
Can't be worse than the kitten. And killing your mother and the war.
Well, I'm not telling you, so you can die for all I care.
My mother says there's something wrong with you playing with someone my age. She says, why haven't you got friends your own age? Because people your own age know there's something funny about you. She says you're a bad influence. She says she's going to speak to your mother.
You say you're a liar.
She said it, not me.
Say you eat shit.
You can't make me.
I don't care, I'm leaving anyway.
Go on then.
You will wake up one morning and find I've gone.
Good.
Not telling you when.
Go on then.
Sorry I hurt you.
I'm tired.
Do you like me?
I don't know.
You do like me.
I'm going home.
No, you're not.
I'm tired.
She'll see you.
She'll give me a chocolate biscuit.
Kitty.
Tell me where you're going.
Well, sit down.
Go on then.
Swear.
Swear.
I'm going to London. See my aunt.
And what?
Well, that's it.
I see my aunt all the time.
I don't see my aunt.
What's so special?
Well, it is special. She's special.
Why?
She is.
Why?
She is.
Why?
My mother hates her.
Why?
Because she does.
Perhaps she's not very nice.
She is nice.
How'd you know?
Because I know her.
You said you never see her.
I saw her last year. You saw her.
Did I?
Oh, never mind.
I remember her, that Anne. What's so special?
She gets people jobs.
What's so special?
I think I'm my aunt's child. I think my mother's really my aunt.
Why?
Because she goes to America. Now shut up.
I've been to London.
Now give us a cuddle and shut up because I'm sick.
Sitting on my arm.
Come on.
Oh, hello.
Time you went home.
We want to go to the Odeon.
What time?
I don't know.
What's on?
I don't know.
Don't know much, do you?
Is that all right then?
Angie's got to clean her room first.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. It's a pigsty.
Well, I'm not.
Well, then you're not going. I don't care.
Well, I am going.
You've no money, have you?
Kit's paying anyway.
No, she's not.
I'll help you with your room.
That's nice.
Oh, you won't. You just wait.
Hurry then.
I'm not hurrying. You just wait here.
I don't know. How's schooling?
All right.
What are you now, third year?
Second year.
Your mum says you're good at English. Maybe Angie should have stayed on.
She didn't like it.
Well, I didn't like it. Look at me. If your face fits a school, it's going to fit other places too. Will make no difference to Angie. She's not going to get a job when jobs are hard to get. I'd be sorry for anyone in charge of her. She better get married. Don't know who'd have her mind. She's the sort of girl might never leave home. What do you want to be when you grow up, Kit?
Physicist.
What?
Nuclear physicist.
Whatever for?
I could. I'm clever.
I know you're clever, Pet. I'll make a cup of tea. Looks like it's going to rain. Don't you have friends your own age?
Yeah.
Well then.
I'm old for my age.
And Angie's simple, is she? She's not simple.
I love Angie.
She's clever in her own way.
You can't stop me.
I don't want to.
You can't so.
Don't be cheeky, Kitty. She's always kind to little children.
She's coming, so you better leave me alone.
What do you put that on for? Have you done your room? You can't clean your room in there.
I looked in the cupboard and it was there.
Of course it was there. It's meant to be there. Is that why it's a surprise, finding something in the right place? I think she's surprised when you keep finding something in her room in the right place.
I decided to wear it.
Not today. Why? To clean your room? You're not going to the pictures till you've done your room. You can put your dress on after if you like. Have you done your room? You're not getting out of it, you know.
Angie, let's go.
She's not going till she's done her room.
It's starting to rain.
Oh, come on, Angie, hurry up and do your room and then you can go to the cinema with Kit. Oh, it's wet, look, come on. I look up the time in the paper. Does your mother know, Kit? It's going to be like that for you, isn't it? Hurry up, Angie! You're spoiled, dress! You make me sick. Angie! Angie, come on, you'll get wet!
I put on this dress to kill my mother.
Suppose you thought you'd do it with a brick.
Can't kill people with a brick.
Well, you didn't. So...
Coffee.
The roses were smashing. Mermaid, iceberg, he told me all their names. He has one of the finest rose gardens in West Sussex. He exhibits.
He what?
His wife was visiting her mother. It was like living together.
After you never said.
He rang on Saturday morning.
Lucky you were free.
That's what I told him.
Did you help?
Have you ever seen a really beautiful rose garden?
I don't like flowers, I like
Marilyn,
swimming pools.
Esther's baby, they're all called after birds.
Our friend's late, celebrating all weekend, I bet you.
I'd call a rose Elvis or John Conti.
Howard in yet?
If he is, he'll be bleeping us with a problem.
Howard can just hang on to himself.
Howard's really cut up.
Howard thinks because he's a fella, the job was his as of right. Oh, Marlene's got far more balls than Howard, and that's that.
Poor little bugger.
He'll live.
He'll move on.
I wouldn't mind a change of air myself.
Serious?
Never been a staying-put lady. Past as new.
So, who's the pirate?
Nothing definite.
Inquiries?
There's always inquiries. I think it's got bad breath if they stop being inquiries. Most of them can't afford me. Or you.
I'm all right for the time being, unless I go to Australia.
There's a lot of room upwards.
Marlene's filled it up.
Good luck to her. Unless there's some prospects money-wise.
You can but ask.
We always but ask.
So, what have we got? I got a Mr. Holden I saw last week.
Any use?
Bushy, bit of a cowboy.
Good looker.
Good dresser.
High flyer?
That's his general idea, certainly, but I'm not sure he's got it up there.
Because perhaps 6 high flyers, I've only seen 2.5.
He's making a bomb on the road, but he thinks it's time for an office. I sent him to IBM, but he didn't get it.
Bristol's on the road.
He's not over bright.
Can he handle an office?
Provided his secretary can punctuate, he should go far.
Bear Bristol in mind, then I might pop my head round the door. Oh, I've got that poor little nerd. I never should have said I could help. Tender heart me.
Tend to like old boots. How old?
Yes, well, 45.
Say no more.
He knows his place. He's not after calling himself a manager. Just a poor little bod wants a better commission and a bit of sunshine.
Don't we all?
He's got to relocate. He's got a bungalow in Dymchurch.
And his wife says?
The lady wife wouldn't care to relocate. She's going through the change.
It's his funeral. Don't waste your time.
I don't waste a lot.
Good weekend, you?
You could say.
Which one?
One Friday, one Saturday.
Aye, aye.
Sunday night I watched telly.
Which of them do you like best, really?
Sunday night was best. I liked the Ovaltine.
Holden, Barker, Gardner, Duke.
But the lady here thinks she can sell.
Taking her on?
She's had some jobs.
Services.
No, quite heavy stuff, electric.
Tough bird like us.
Could do with a few more round here.
There's nothing going here.
No, but I always want the tough ones when I see them. Hang on to them.
Well, I think we're plenty.
Derek asked me to marry him again.
He doesn't know when he's beaten.
I told him I'm not going to play house, not even in Ascot.
Mind you could play house.
If I chose to play house, I'd play house ace.
You could marry him and go on working.
I could go on working and not marry him. Morning, ladies.
My head.
Coffee.
We're tactfully not mentioning you're late.
Fucking tube.
We've heard that one.
We've used that one.
It's the top executive doesn't come in as early as the poor working girl.
Pass the sugar and shut your face, Pert.
Well, I'm delighted.
Howard's looking sick.
Howard is sick. He's got ulcers and heart, he told me.
He'll have to stop then, won't he?
Stop what?
Smoking, drinking, shouting, working.
Well, working.
We're just looking through the day.
I'm doing some of Pam's ladies. They've been piling up while she's away.
Half a dozen little girls and an arts graduate who can't type.
I spent the whole weekend at his place in Sussex.
She fancies his rose garden.
I had to lie down in the back of the car so the neighbours wouldn't see me go in.
You're kidding?
It was funny.
Fuck that for a joke.
It was funny.
Anyway, they'd see you in the garden.
The garden has extremely high walls.
I think I'll tell the wife.
Like
She
hell.
might leave him and you could have the rose garden.
The minute it's not a secret, I'm out on my ear.
I don't know why you bother.
Bit of fun.
I think it's time you went to Australia.
I think it's pushy Mr. Holden time.
If you've any really pretty bastards, Marlene, I want some for Prestel.
I might have one this afternoon. This morning it's all Pam's secretarial.
Not long now and you'll be upstairs watching over us all.
Do you feel bad about it?
I don't like coming second.
Who does?
We'd rather it was you than Howard. We're glad for you, aren't we, Nell?
Oh, yeah. Aces.
Now, Louise, hello. I have your details here. You've been very loyal to the one job, I see.
Yes, I have.
21 years is a long time in one place.
I feel it is. I feel it's time to move on.
And you're what age now?
I'm in my early 40s.
Exactly?
46.
It's not necessarily a handicap. Well, it is, of course. We have to face that. But it's not necessarily a disabling handicap. Experience does count for something.
I hope so.
Now, between ourselves, is there any trouble, any reason why you're leaving that wouldn't appear on the form?
Nothing like that.
Like what?
Nothing at all.
No long-term understandings come to a sudden end, making for an insupportable atmosphere.
I've always completely avoided anything like that at all.
No personality clashes with your immediate superiors or inferiors?
I've always taken care to get on very well with everyone.
I only ask because it can affect the reference, and it also affects your motivation. I want to be quite clear why you're moving on. So I take it the job itself no longer satisfies you. Is it the money?
It's partly the money. It's not so much the money.
9,000 is very respectable. Have you dependents?
No dependents. My mother died.
So why are you making a change?
Other people make changes.
But why are you now, after spending most of your life in the one place?
There you are. I've lived for that company. I've given my life, really, you could say, because I haven't had a great deal of social life. I've worked in the evenings. I haven't had office entanglements for the very reason you just mentioned, and when you are committed to your work, you don't move in many other circles. I had management status from the age of 27, and you'll appreciate what that means. I've built up a department, and there it is. It works extremely well, and I feel I'm stuck there. I have spent 20 years in middle management. I have seen young men who I trained go on in my own company or elsewhere to higher things. Nobody notices me. I don't expect it. I don't attract attention by making mistakes. Everybody takes it for granted my work is perfect. They will notice me when I go. They'll be sorry, I think, to lose me. They'll offer me more money, of course. I will refuse. They will see when I've gone what I was doing for them.
If they offer you more money, you won't stay?
No, I won't.
Are you the only woman?
Apart from the girls, of course, yes. There was one. She was my assistant. It was the only time I took on a young woman assistant. I always had my doubts. I don't care greatly for working with women. I think I pass as a man at work. But I did take on this young woman. Her qualifications were excellent, and she did well. She got a department of her own and left the company for a competitor, where she's now on the board, and good luck to her. She has a different style. She's a new kind of attractive, well-dressed... I don't mean I don't dress properly, but there is a kind of woman who's 30 now who grew up in a different climate. They're not so careful. They take themselves for granted. I have had to justify my existence every minute, and I have done so. I have proved... Well...
Let's face it, vacancies are ones where you'll be in competition with younger men. But there are companies that will value your experience enough that you'll be in with a chance. There are also fields that are easier for a woman. There is a cosmetic company here where your experience might be relevant. It's 8.5. I don't know if that appeals.
I've proved I can earn money. It's more important to get away. I feel it's now or never. I sometimes think...
You shouldn't talk too much at an interview.
I don't. I don't normally talk about myself. I know very well how to handle myself in an office situation. I only talk to you because it seems to me this is different. It's your job to understand me, surely. You ask the questions.
I think I understand you sufficiently.
Well, good. That's good.
Do you drink?
Certainly not. I'm not a teetotaler. I think that's very suspect. It's seen as being an alcoholic if you're teetotal. What do you mean? I don't drink. Why?
I drink.
I don't.
Good for you.
Hello?
Have you an appointment?
It's me. I've come.
What? It's not Angie.
It was hard to find this place. I got lost.
How did you get past the receptionist, the girl on the desk? Didn't she try to stop you?
What desk?
Never mind.
I just walked in. I was looking for you.
Well, you found me.
Yes.
So where's your mum? Are you up in town for the day?
Not really.
Sit down. You feel all right?
Yes, thank you.
So where's Joyce?
She's at home.
Did you come up on a school trip then?
I've left school.
Did you come up with a friend?
No, there's just me.
You came by yourself? That's fun. What have you been doing? Shopping, Tower of London?
No, I just come here. I come to you.
That's very nice of you to think of paying your auntie a visit. There's not many nieces make that the first port of call. Would you like a cup of coffee?
No, thank you.
Tea, orange?
No, thank you.
Do you feel all right?
Yes, thank you.
Are you tired from the journey?
Yes, I'm tired from the journey.
You sit there for a bit then. How's Joyce?
She's all right.
Same as ever?
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, you've picked a day when I'm rather busy. I've there's ever a day when I'm not. Or I'd take you out to lunch and we could go to Madame Tussauds. We could go shopping. What time do you have to be back? Have you got a day return?
No,
So what train are you going back on?
I came on the bus.
So what bus are you going back on? Are you staying the night?
Yes.
Who are you staying with? Do you want me to put you up for the night? Is that it?
Yes, please.
I haven't got a spare bed.
I can sleep on the floor.
Sleep on the sofa.
Yes, please.
I do think Joyce might have phoned me. It's like her.
So, this is where you work, is it?
It's where I've been working for the last 2 years, but I'm going to move into another office.
It's lovely.
My new office is nicer than this. There's just one big desk in it for me.
Can I see it?
Not now, no, there's someone else in it now, but he's leaving at the end of next week and I'm going to do his job.
Is that good?
Yes, that's very good.
Are you going to be in charge?
Yes, I am.
I knew you would be.
How did you know?
I knew you'd be in charge of everything.
Not quite everything.
You will be.
Well, we'll see.
Can I see it next week, then?
Will you still be here next week?
Yes.
Don't you have to go home?
No.
Why not?
It's all right.
Is it all right?
Yes, don't worry about it.
Does Joyce know where you are?
Of course she does.
Well, does she?
Don't worry about it.
How long are you planning to stay with me then?
You know when you came to see us last year?
Yes, that was nice, wasn't it?
That was the best day of my whole life.
So how long are you planning to stay?
Don't you want me?
Yes, I just wondered.
I won't stay if you don't want me.
No, of course you can stay.
I'll sleep on the floor. I won't be any bother.
Don't get upset.
I'm not. Don't worry about it.
Oh, excuse me.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Can I help you?
Excuse me bursting in on you like this, but I have to talk to you.
I'm sorry, I'm engaged at the moment. If you
I'm
could go to
Rosemary Kidd,
reception.
Howard's wife. You don't recognise me, but we did meet. I remember you, of course, but
Yes,
you
of
wouldn't
course,
remember.
Mrs. Kidd. I'm sorry, we did meet. Howard's about somewhere, I expect. Have you looked in his office?
Howard's not about no. I'm afraid it's you I've come to see if I could have a minute or two.
I do have an appointment in 5 minutes.
This won't take 5 minutes. I'm very sorry, but it is a matter of some urgency.
Well, of course. What can I do?
I just wanted to chat, an informal chat. It's not something I can simply... I'm sorry if I'm interrupting your work. I know office work isn't like housework, which is all interruptions.
No, this is my niece, Angie, Mrs. Kidd.
Very pleased to meet you.
Very well, thank you.
Howard's not in today.
Isn't he?
He's feeling poorly.
I didn't know. I'm sorry to hear that.
The fact is, he's in a state of shock about what's happened.
What has happened?
You should know if anyone. I'm referring to you being appointed managing director instead of Howard. He hasn't been at all well all weekend. He hasn't slept for 3 nights. I haven't slept.
I'm sorry to hear that, Mrs. Kidd. Has he thought of taking sleeping pills?
It's very hard when someone has worked all these years.
Business life is full of little setbacks. I'm sure Howard knows that. He'll bounce back in a day or two. We all bounce back.
If you could see him, you'd know what I'm talking about. What's it going to do to him working for a woman? I think if it was a man, he'd get over it as something normal.
I think he's going to have to get over it.
It's me that bears the brunt. I'm not the one that's been promoted. I put him first every inch of the way, and now what do I get? You women this, you women that. It's not my fault. You're going to have to be very careful how you handle him. He's very hurt.
Naturally, I'll be tactful and pleasant to him. You don't start pushing someone round. I'll consult him over any decisions affecting his department, but that's no different, Mrs. Kidd, from any of my other colleagues.
I think it is different because he's a man.
I'm not quite sure why you came to see me.
I had to do something.
Well, you've done it. You've seen me. I think that's probably all we have time for. I'm sorry he's been taking it out on you. He really is a shit, Howard.
But he's got a family to support. He's got 3 children. It's only fair.
Are you suggesting I give up the job to him, then?
It had crossed my mind if you were unavailable for some reason, he would be the natural second choice, I think, don't you? I'm not asking.
Good.
You mustn't tell him I came. He's very proud.
If he doesn't like what's happening here, he can go and work somewhere else.
Is that a threat?
I'm sorry, but I do have some work to do.
It's not that easy, a man of Howard's age. You don't care. I thought he was going too far, but he's right. You're one of these ball breakers.
I'm sorry, but I do have some work to do.
Lonely. You're not natural.
Could you please piss off?
I thought if I saw you, at least I'd be doing something.
to go do some work now. You come back later.
I think you were wonderful.
I've got to go and do some work now.
You told her to piss
Will you
off.
come back later?
Can't I stay here?
Don't you want to go sightseeing?
I'd rather stay here.
You can stay here, I suppose, if it's not boring.
It's where I most want to be in the world.
I'll see you later then.
Is this right? You are Shona?
Yeah.
Says here you're 29.
Yeah.
Too many late nights, me. So, you've been where you are for 4 years, Shona. You're earning 6 basic and 3 commission. So what's the problem?
No problem.
Why do you want to change?
Just a change.
Change of product? Change of area?
Both.
But you're happy on the road?
I like driving.
You're not after management status?
I would like management status.
You'd be interested in titular management status, but not come off the road?
I want to be on the road, yeah.
So how many calls have you been making a day?
6.
And what proportion of those successful?
6.
That's hard to believe.
4.
So, you find it easy to get the initial interest, do you?
Oh, yeah, I get plenty of initial interest.
What about closing?
I closed, don't I?
Because that's what an employer's going to have doubts about with a lady, as I needn't tell you. Whether she's got the guts to push through to a closing situation. They think we're too nice. They think we listen to the buyer's doubts. They think we consider his needs and his feelings.
I'll never consider people's feelings.
I was selling for 6 years. I can sell anything. I've sold in 3 continents and I'm jolly as they come, but I'm not very nice.
I'm not very nice.
So what sort of time do you have on the road with the other reps? Get on all right? Handle the chat?
I'll get on, keep myself to myself.
Very much of a loner, are you?
Sometimes.
So what field are you interested in?
Computers.
That's a top field, as you know. You'll be up against some very slick fellas there. There's some very pretty boys in computers. It's an American-style field.
That's why I want to do it.
Video systems appeal. That's a high-flying situation.
Video systems appeal, okay.
Because Bristol have half a dozen vacancies we're looking to fill at the moment. We're talking in the area of 10 to 15,000 here and upwards.
Sounds okay.
I've a good mind to go for it myself. But it's good money here if you've got the top clients. Could you fancy it, do you think?
Work here?
I'm not in a position to offer. There's nothing officially going just now. But we're always on the lookout. There's not that many of us. We could keep in touch.
I like driving.
So the Bristol appeals?
Yeah.
What about ties?
No ties.
So relocation wouldn't be a problem?
No problem.
So just fill me in a bit more about what you've been doing.
What I've been doing? It's all down there.
The bare facts are down here, but I've got to present you to an employer.
I'm 29 years old.
So it says here.
We look young. Youngness runs in the family in our family.
So just describe your present job for me.
My present job? At present. I have a car. I've got a Porsche. I go up the M1 a lot. I burn up the M1 a lot. Straight up the M1 in the fast lane to where the clients are. Staffordshire, Yorkshire. I do a lot in Yorkshire. I'm selling electric things like dishwashers, washing machines. Stainless steel tubs are a feature and the reliability of the programme. After-sales service. We offer a very good after-sales service. Spare parts. Plenty of spare parts. And fridges. I sell a lot of fridges. Especially in the summer. People want to buy fridges in the summer because of the heat melting the butter. And you get fed up standing the milk in a basin of cold water with a cloth over. Which stands to reason people don't want to do that in this day and age. So I sell a lot of them. Big ones with big freezers. Or big freezers. And I stay in hotels at night when I'm away from home on my expense account. I stay in various hotels. They're only the ones I go to. I check in, have a bath, have a shower, go down the bar, have a gin and tonic, have a chat. Then it's in the dining room to have dinner. I usually have fillet steak and mushrooms. I like mushrooms. I like smoked salmon very much, and I like having a salad on the side, a green salad. I don't like tomatoes.
Christ, what a waste of time.
Beg your pardon?
Not a word of this is true, is it?
How do you mean?
You just filled in the form with a pack of lies.
Not exactly.
How old are you?
29.
19.
21.
And what jobs have you done? Have you done any?
I could, though, I betcha.
Who's sitting in my chair?
What? Sorry.
Who's been eating my porridge?
What?
It's all right, I saw Marlene. It's Angie, isn't it? I'm Win. And I'm not going out for lunch because I'm knackered. I'm going to sit me down here and have a yoghurt. Do you like yoghurt?
No.
That's good, because I've only got one. Are you hungry?
No.
There's a cafe on the corner.
No, thank you.
Do you work here?
How did you guess?
'Cause you look as if you might work here and you're sitting on the desk. Have you always worked here?
No, I was headhunted. That means I was working for another outfit like this, and this lot came along and offered me more money. I broke my contract. There was a hell of a stink. There's not many top ladies about. Your auntie's a smashing bird.
Yeah, I know.
Fan, are you? Fan of your aunties?
Think I could work here?
Not at the moment.
How do I start?
What can you do?
I don't know. Nothing.
Type?
Not very well. The letters jump up when I do capitals. I was going to do a CSE in commerce, but I didn't.
What have you got?
What?
CSEs? O's?
Nothing. None of that. Did you do all that?
Oh, yeah, all that. And a science degree, funnily enough. I started out doing medical research, but there's no money in it. I thought I'd go abroad. Did you know that they sell Coca-Cola in Russia and Pepsi-Cola in China? You don't have to be qualified as much as you might think. Men are awful bullshitters. They like to make out jobs are harder than they really are. Any job I ever did, I started doing it better than the rest of the crowd, and they didn't like it. So I'd get unpopular and I'd have a drink to cheer myself up. I lived with a fella and supported him for 4 years. He couldn't get work. After that, I went to California. I like the sunshine. Americans know how to live. This country's too slow. Then I went to Mexico, still in sales, but it's no country for a single lady. I came home. Went bonkers for a bit. Thought I was 5 different people. Got over that all right. The psychiatrist said I was perfectly sane and highly intelligent. Got married in a moment of weakness. He's inside now. Been inside 4 years. And I've not been to see him too much this last year. I like this better than sales. I'm not really that aggressive. I started thinking sales was a good job if you want to meet people. But you're meeting people that don't want to meet you. It's no good if you like being liked. Here your clients want to meet you because you're the one doing them some good. They hope.
You're talking to yourself, sunshine.
So, what's new?
Who's this?
Marlene's little niece.
What's she got? Brother, sister? She never talks about her family.
I was telling her my life story.
Violins?
No, success story.
You heard Howard's had a heart attack.
No, when?
I heard just now. He hadn't come in, he was at home. He's gone to hospital. He's not dead. His wife was here. She just rushed off in a cab.
Too much butter, too much smoke. We must send him some flowers. You've heard about Howard?
Poor sod. Lucky he didn't get the job, if that's what his health's like.
Is she asleep?
She wants to work here.
Pack her in Tesco, more like.
She's a nice kid, isn't she?
She's a bit thick. She's a bit funny.
She thinks you're wonderful.
She's not going to make it. Just a few little things.
So neat.
I've no memory for birthdays, have I? And Christmas seems to slip by, so I think I owe Angie a few presents.
What'd you say? Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Auntie Marlene. Oh, look, Mum, isn't it lovely?
I don't know if it's the right size. She's grown up since I saw her. I knew she was always tall for her age.
Big lamb.
Hold it up, Angie. Let's see.
I'll put it on, shall I?
Yes, try it on.
Go on to your room then. We don't
Of course I've got in my room. What do you
think?
think? Oh, look, Mum, here's something for you. Open it. Go on, what is it? Can I open it for you?
You open it, Pet.
Don't you want to open it yourself?
Don't
Go on.
mind, you can do it.
Something hard. What is it? Bottle? Drink, is it? No. Oh. Perfume, look. What a lot. Open it, look. Let's smell it. Oh, it's strong. It's lovely. Put it on me. How'd you do it? Put it on me.
You're too young.
I can play wearing it like dressing
And
up.
you're too old for that. Here, I'll do it. You'll tip your bottle over yourself. We'll have you smell.
Put it on you. Do I
summer.
smell? Put it on Auntie too. Put it on Auntie too. Let's all smell.
I don't know what you'd like.
Oh, danger, I'd have it already.
Now we all
That's
smell
one
the
thing.
same.
It's a bit of nonsense.
Very kind of you, Marlene. You shouldn't.
Now I'll put the dress on. And then we'll see.
You caught me on the hop with a place in a mess.
Doesn't matter.
You let me know you was coming. I'd got something in to eat. We had our dinner time. We're just going to have a cup of tea. You could have an egg.
No, I'm not hungry. Tea's fine.
I don't expect you to take sugar.
Why not?
You take care of yourself.
How do you mean you didn't know I was coming?
You could have written. I know we're not on the phone, but we're not completely in the dark ages.
But you
We do
asked
have
me
a
to come.
postman. How did I ask you to come?
Angie said when she phoned up.
Angie phoned up, did she?
Was it just Angie's idea?
What did she say?
She said you wanted me to come and see you. It was a couple of weeks ago. How was I to know that's a ridiculous idea? My diary's always full a couple of weeks ahead, so we fixed it for this weekend. I was meant to get here earlier, but I was held up. She gave me messages from you.
Didn't you wonder why I didn't phone you myself?
She said you don't like using the phone. You're shy on the phone and can't use it. I don't know what you're like, do I?
Are there people who can't use the phone?
I expect so.
Well, I haven't met any.
Why should I think she was lying?
Because she's like what she's like.
How do I know what she's like?
I thought you don't know what she's like. You never come and see her.
Well, I have now, and you don't
Good.
seem over the moon.
Well, I'd have got a cake if she told me.
I did wonder why you wanted to see
I
me.
didn't want to see you.
Yes, I know. Shall I go?
I don't mind seeing you.
Great. I
You
feel
can
really
come
welcome.
and see Angie any time you like. I'm not stopping you. You're the
Guitar,
one waiting
ever so.
away. I'm right here where I was, and we'll be a few years yet. I shouldn't wonder.
All right, all right.
Tea. Sugar. Very quiet down here. I expect you'd notice it.
Yeah, smells different too.
That's the scent.
No, I mean walking down the lane.
What sort of air you get in London then? Oh, very pretty. You do look pretty,
It's
Angie.
all right. Do you like the colour?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
You better take it off. You'll get it
I want to wear it. I want to wear
It is for
it.
wearing after all. You can't just hang it up and look at it.
I love it.
Well, if you must, you must.
Someone asked me what's my favourite colour. I'll tell them it's this. Thank you very much, Auntie Marlene.
You didn't tell your mum. You asked me down.
I wanted it to be a surprise.
I'll give you a surprise one of these days.
I thought you'd like to see her. She ain't been here since I was 9. People do say there aren't.
Is it that long? Doesn't time fly?
I wanted to.
I'm not cross.
You glad?
Oh, I smell nicer in here, don't I?
I think it was a good idea, Angie. About time. We are sisters after all. It's a pity to let that go.
This is Kitty who lives down the road. This is
Present.
Angie's
Do you
Aunt
like it?
Marlene.
It's all right.
Hello, Kitty.
You coming out?
No.
What's that smell?
It's a present.
It's horrible. Come on.
No, I'm busy.
Coming out later.
No.
Hello.
She's a little girl Angie sometimes plays with because she's the only child lives really close. She's like a little sister to her, really. Angie's very good with little children.
Do you want to work with children, Angie?
I don't
Be a
think she's
teacher or a
ever
nursery
thought of
nurse.
it.
What do you want to do?
She hasn't an idea in her head what she
Angie.
wants to do. Lucky to get anything. She's not clever like you.
I'm not clever, just pushy.
True enough. I don't drink spirits.
You do at Christmas.
It's not Christmas, is
It's
it?
better than Christmas.
Glasses?
Or just a small one in.
Do you want to try some, Angie?
I can't, can I?
Taste it if you want. You won't like it.
We got drunk together the night your grandfather died.
We did not get drunk.
I got drunk. You were just overcome with grief.
I still keep up the grave with flowers.
Do you really?
Why wouldn't I?
Have you seen Mother?
Of course I've seen Mother.
I mean lately.
Of course I've seen her lately. I go every Thursday.
Do you remember your grandfather?
He got me out the bath one night in a towel.
Did he? I don't think he ever gave me a bath. Did he give you a bath, Joyce? Probably got soft in his old age. Did you like him?
Yes, of course.
Why?
What?
So, what's the news? How's Mrs. Paisley?
Who's
Still
Mrs.
going crazy?
Paisley?
And Dorothy? What happened to Dorothy?
Well, she went to Canada.
Did she? What to do?
I don't know, she just went to Canada.
Well, good for
Mr.
her.
Connolly killed his wife.
Oh, yeah. Connolly at Whitegate?
I found her body in the garden under the cabbages.
He was always so proper.
Stack up git, Connolly. Best lawyer money could buy. He couldn't get out of it. She was carried on with Matthew.
How old's Matthew then?
21.
I think he's about
Got a
6.
How can he be
motorbike.
6? He's 6 years older than me. If he was 6, I'd be born just this minute. I'd be nothing.
She's forgotten about Matthew.
You were here for my birthday when I was 9. I had a pink cake. Kit was only 5 then. Oh, she was 4. She could read already when she went to school. She hadn't started school. Do you remember my birthday?
Yes, I
Do you
remember
remember me? Do you remember me?
Yes, I remember you.
And Mum and Dad was there and Kit was.
Yes, how is your dad? Where is he tonight? Up the pub?
He's not here.
I can see he's not here.
He moved out.
What? When did he? Just recently?
Didn't you know that? You don't know much.
Don't be rude,
I'm
Angie.
not, am I, Auntie? What else don't you know?
He was in America or somewhere. You sent a postcard.
I've got that in my room. It's the Grand Canyon. I can get it for you. Do you want to see it? Shall I get it?
Yes, all right.
You could be married with twins for all I know. You must have affairs and break up, and I don't need to know any of that, so I don't see what the fuss is about.
What fuss?
Driving across the States for a new job in L.A. It's a long way, but the car goes very fast. It's very hot. Wish you were here. Love from Auntie Marlene.
Did you make a lot of money?
I spent a lot.
I won't go to America. Will you take me?
Not going to America. She's been to America, stupid.
She might go again. Stupid. It's not something you do once. People who go keep going all the time. They go back and forth on jets. They go on Concorde and Laker and get jet lag. Will you take me?
I'm not planning a trip.
Will you let me know?
And you'll get
I won't be
silly.
American.
Time you're in bed.
No, it's not. I don't have to go to
School
bed
in
at
the
all tonight.
morning.
Oh, wake
Oh,
up.
no, you know how you get.
How do I get? I don't
Angie,
get
are
any.
you staying the night?
Yes, if that's all right.
You
I'll
can
see
have
you in the
my
morning.
bed. I'll sleep on the sofa.
You will not. You'll sleep in your bed.
Mum.
I'll sit down just so you're going to sleep outside.
I would go to sleep. I love that.
I'm going to get cross, Angie.
I want to show us something.
Then bed.
What's that thing, Grandma?
Then I expect it's in your room, so off you go. Give us a shout when you're ready for bed. Your auntie will be up to see you.
Will you?
Yes, of course. It's cold tonight.
Will you be all right on the sofa? You can have my
Sofa's
bed.
fine.
Yes, forecast said rain tonight, but it's held off.
I was going to take a walk down to the estuary, but I've left it a bit late. Is it just the same?
I cut down the hedges a few years back. Is that since you were here?
It's not changed down the end, all the mud and the reeds. We used to pick them when they were bigger than us. Are there still lapwings?
Get strangers walking there on a Sunday. I expect they're looking at the mud and the lapwings, yes.
You could have left.
Who says I wanted to leave?
Stop getting at me then, you're really boring.
How could I have left?
Did you want to?
I said how? How could
If you
I?
wanted to, you'd have done it.
Christ.
Are we getting drunk?
Do you want something to eat?
No, I'm getting drunk.
Funny time to visit, Sunday evening.
I came up this morning and spent the day at Ipswich.
Auntie! Auntie Marlene!
Better go.
Go on then.
All right. You ready? I'm ready.
So what's the secret?
It's a secret.
I know what it is anyway.
I bet you don't. You always said that.
It's her exercise book.
Yes, but you don't know what's in it.
Some game, some secret society she has with Kit.
You don't know the password. You don't know the code.
You're really in it, aren't you? Can you do the handshake?
She didn't mention a handshake.
I thought they'd have a special handshake. She spends hours writing that, but she's useless at school. Copies things out of books about black magic and politicians out of the paper. It's a bit childish.
I think it's a plot to take over the world.
You've been in the remedial class last 2 years.
I came up this morning and spent the day at Ipswich. I went to see Mother.
Did she recognise you?
Are you trying to be funny?
No, she does wander.
She wasn't wandering at all. She was very lucid, thank you.
You were very lucky then.
Fucking awful life she's had.
Don't tell me.
Fucking waste.
Don't talk to me.
Why shouldn't I talk? Why shouldn't I talk to you?
Look,
Isn't she
you've
my
left,
mother
you've
too?
gone away. We can do
I
without
left
you.
home. So what? I left home. People do leave home.
We
it's
understand
normal.
that. We can do without you.
We weren't happy. Were you happy?
Don't come back.
So it's just your mother, is it? Your child. You never wanted me around. You were jealous of me because I was the little one and I was clever.
Oh, I'm not clever enough for all this psychology.
Why
that's
can't
what
I
it
visit
is.
my own family without all this?
Just don't go on about Mum's life when you haven't been to see her for how many years?
It's up to me.
I'll go and see her every week.
Then don't go and see her every week.
Somebody has to.
No, they don't.
How
Why
would
do
I
they?
feel if I didn't go?
A lot better.
I hope you feel better.
It's up to me.
You couldn't get out of here fast enough.
Of course I couldn't get out of here fast enough. What was I going to do? Marry a dairyman who'd come home pissed? Don't you
Christ.
fucking this, fucking that, fucking bitch, fucking tell me what to fucking do, fucking.
I don't know how you could leave your own child.
You were quick enough to take her.
What does that mean?
You were quick enough to take her.
Or what? Have her put in a home? Have some stranger
couldn't
take her,
have one,
would
so
you
you took
rather? I
mine.
didn't know that then.
Like hell.
I
Married
didn't
3
know that.
years.
Plenty of people take
Well,
that
it turned
long.
out lucky for you, didn't
It
it?
turned out all right for you by the look of you. You'd be getting a few less thousand a year.
Not necessarily.
You'd be stuck here
I could
like
have
you
taken
said.
her with me.
You didn't want to take her with you. It's no good coming back now, Marlene, and
I know a
saying...
managing director who's got 2 children. She breastfeeds in the boardroom. She pays £100 a week on domestic help alone, and she can afford to do that because she's an extremely high-powered lady earning a great deal of money.
So what's that got to do with you at the age of 17?
Just because you were married and had somewhere to live.
You could have lived at home.
Don't be
Or live with
stupid.
me and Frank. You
You
said
never
you weren't
suggested-
keeping it. You shouldn't have had it if you
Here
wasn't going
we
to keep it.
go.
You was the most stupid for
You
someone so
wanted
clever.
it. You said you were
was the
glad.
most
I
stupid.
remember the
Get
day you
yourself
said, I'm
pregnant,
glad
not
you
go
never
to
got
the
rid of it.
doctor,
I'll
not
look
tell.
after it. You said that down by the river, so what are you saying, sunshine? You don't want
Of
her.
course I'm not saying that.
Because I'll take her, wake
you
her up
know
and
how to
cat
begin
now.
to look after her.
Don't you want her?
Of course I do. She's my child.
Then what are you going on
said
about?
I've
Why
got
did
her
I
off
have-
you when
I
you
said you
have
were
a child
lucky to
now.
wait
If you want one, you could. You're not old.
I might do.
Good.
I've been on the pill so long.
Listen, when Angie was 6 months old, I did get pregnant, and I lost it because I was so tired looking after your fucking baby
never
because
told
she
me.
cried so much. Yes, I did tell you.
Well, I
And the
forgot.
doctor said if I'd sat down all day with my feet up, I'd have kept it.
I've had
and
two
that's the only
abortions. Are you
chance I've
interested to
ever
I tell you
had
about them?
because
Well, I
after
won't.
that...
It was boring. It wasn't a problem. I don't like messy talk about blood and
If I hadn't had your baby, the doctor said...
I don't want to talk about gynecology.
Then stop trying to get Angie off of me!
I come down here after 6 years. All night you've been saying I don't come down often enough. If I don't come for another 6 years, she'll be 21. Will that be okay?
That would be fine, yes. 6 years would suit me fine.
I was afraid of this. I only came because I thought you would. I just would.
Don't grizzle, Marlene, for God's sake. Oh, Marley, come on, pet. I love you, really. Fucking stop it, will ya? Don't let me cry like it. I knew I'd cry if I wasn't careful. Everyone's always crying in this house. Nobody takes any notice.
You've been wonderful looking after Angie.
Don't get carried away.
I can't write letters, but I do think of you.
I'm getting drunk. I'm going to make some tea.
Love you.
I can see why you'd want to leave. It's a dumpy.
So what's this about you and Frank?
He was always carrying on, wasn't he? And if I wanted to go out in the evening anywhere, he'd go mad, even if it was nothing, a class. I was going to go to an evening class. So he had this girlfriend, only 22, poor cow. And I said, go on, off you go up it. I don't think he even likes her.
So what about money?
I've always said I don't want your money.
No, does he send you money?
I've got 4 different cleaning jobs, heads up. There's not a lot round here.
Does Angie miss him?
She doesn't say.
Does she see him?
He was never that fond of her, to be honest.
He tried to kiss me once. When you were engaged.
Did you fancy him?
No, he looked like a fish.
He was lovely then. Well, I fancied him. About 3 years.
Have you got someone else?
There's not a lot round here. Mind you, the minute you're on your own, you'd be amazed how your friend's husband's dropped by. I'll sooner do without.
I don't see why you couldn't take my money.
I do, so don't bother about it.
Only got to ask.
So, what about you? Good job?
Good for a laugh.
Good for more than
Got
a
back
laugh,
from the US
I
of A,
should
bit
be.
wiped out and slotted into this speedy employment agency and still there.
So you can always find yourself work then.
That's right.
A man?
There's always men.
No one special?
There's fellas who like to be seen with a high-flying lady. Shows they've got something really good in their pants. But they can't take the day-to-day. They're waiting for me to turn into the little woman. Or maybe I'm just horrible, of course.
Oh, Nada!
Oh, Nada! Well, I do. But I need adventures more, so on into the sunset. I think the 80s are going to be stupendous.
Oh, for?
For me, I think I'm going up,
For
up,
you,
up.
yes, I'm sure they will.
And for the country, too, come to that. Get the economy back on its feet and whoosh! She's a tough lady, Maggie. I'd give her a job.
You
She just
voted
needs
for
to
them,
hang in
did
there.
you?
This country needs to stop whining.
Drink your tea
Monetarism
and
is not
crumpet.
stupid. It takes time, determination, no more slop.
Well, I think they're filthy
Who's going to drive it on?
bastards.
First woman prime minister. Terrific oasis.
Good
right
first
on.
woman if
You must
her. I
admit,
suppose
certainly
you'd have
gets
liked
my
Hitler
vote.
if he was a woman. Muzz Hitler, got a lot done. Hitlerina, great
What's this
adventures.
still walking on the workers' faces, still Dada's little parrot? Haven't you learned to think for yourself? I believe in the individual. Look at me.
I am looking at you.
Come on, Joyce. I'm not going to quarrel over politics.
We are, though.
Forget I mentioned it. Not a word about the slimy unions will cross my lips.
You say Mother had a wasted life?
Yes, I do, married to that bastard.
What sort of life did he have working in the
Violent
fields like an
life.
animal? Why wouldn't he want to drink?
it.
You want to drink, he couldn't afford whiskey.
I don't want to talk about him.
You started, I was talking about her. She had a rotten life because she had nothing. She went hungry.
She went hungry because he drank the money.
That's not all down
He
to
used to
him.
hit
Their
her.
lives were
She
rubbish.
didn't
They were
hit
treated
him.
like rubbish. He's dead and she'll die soon. And what sort of life did they
I
have?
saw him once. I came down.
You think I didn't? They didn't get
I
to
still have
America and drive
dreams.
across in a fast car. Bad nights. They
America,
have
you're
bad
jealous.
days.
I had to
Jealous.
get out. I knew when I was 13. Out of their house, out of them. Never let that happen to me.
Jealous
Never
of what
let
you've
him
done.
make my
You're
own
ashamed
way
of me
out.
if I come to your office, you smart friends, wouldn't you? I'm ashamed of you. Think of nothing but yourself. You've got on. Nothing's changed for most people,
I
has it?
hate the working class, which
Yes,
is what you're
you
going to go
do.
on about now. It doesn't exist anymore. It means lazy and stupid.
Come on.
I don't
Now
like the way
we're
they talk.
getting it.
I don't like beer guts and football vomit and saucy tits
I
and
spit when
brothers
I
and
see a
sisters.
Rolls Royce. Scratch it with
Oh,
my ring.
very
Mercedes
mature.
it was. I hate the cows I work
And
for.
I
and
will
their
not be
dirty
brought
dishes
down
with
to their
lump
level by a
out
flying
fucking
picket, and I
bowl.
will not be sent to Siberia
Oh,
or
you'll be on a
Luleå
yacht,
just
you'll be
because
having
I'm original.
Coca-Cola, and you
I
wait, the
support
80s
it,
is gonna be
and you
stupendous, all right, 'cause we're getting
because
you
the
lot
Reds
off
are
our
swarming
backs.
up his map, and I want to be free in a free world.
What?
I know what I mean by
So
that.
don't be round
Shut
here
up
when it
here.
happens, 'cause if someone's kicking you, I'll just laugh.
I don't mean anything personal. I don't believe in class. Anyone can do anything if they've got what it takes.
And if they haven't,
If they're lazy or stupid or frightened, I'm not going to help them get a job. Why should I?
what about Angie?
What about Angie?
She's stupid, lazy, and frightened. So what about her?
You run her down too much. She'll be all right.
I don't expect so, no. I expect her children will say what a wasted life she had, if she has children. Because nothing's changed. And it won't with them in.
Them. Us.
And you're one of them.
You're us. Wonderful us. And Angie's us.
Yes,
and Mum and
that's
Dad's
right.
us.
And you're them.
Come on, Joyce. What a night. You've got what it takes.
I know I have.
I didn't really mean all that.
I did.
But we're friends anyway.
I don't think so. No.
Well, it's lovely to be out in the country. I really must make the effort to come more often. I want to go to sleep. I want to go to sleep.
Good night, then. I hope you'll be warm enough.
Joyce.
No, Pat. Sorry.
Mom? Angie? What's the matter?
Mom?
No, she's gone to bed. It's Auntie Marlene.
Frightening.
Did you have a bad dream? What happened in it? Well, you're awake now, aren't you, Pet?
Frightening.